Hey, you're finally awake. We just crossed the border. I've heard strange things have been happening since I was away. Even so, it's good to be back home. Back in Skyrim.
Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim.
Do we have enough evidence to convince the king and queen of the danger?
The queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the queen's help, there's no guarantee.
So, what do we do if High King Svargrim refuses to see us?
I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild.
Let's go see the High Queen.
If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude.
Why do you think the Ice Reach Coven wants to turn people into harrow fiends?
Hey, you and Fennorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. Its connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces.
Good idea. Fennorian is going to seek help from a clever woman near Morthal.
A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her.
Should we help them with their research?
Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen.
Hello and welcome. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Violet. In the last episode, we completed the first story quest, The Gathering Storm, and finished the side quest, Meridia's Brilliance. We also started the second story quest, Dark Clouds Over Solitude. This is another long quest, so it will be split up into several episodes, plus I picked up a couple of side quests along the way. I hope you enjoy it. Finally in Solitude. That sure is a long journey. So now we have to go to the Blue Palace and meet up with Lyris.
Another infernal harrowstorm.
What do you want?
Oh my god. Y'all are so rude. What do you want? I'm here to save your kingdom, assholes.
Helm! Assassins at the palace! Helm!
That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
I love how that was in unison. That was good.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father. the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead,
If you had listened to
I must
us,
knock the king down.
like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
could use a break. Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right.
How did an assassin get that close to the queen?
Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Icereach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is.
So what do we do now?
Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right.
Yeah, good idea. I'll see what I can find. Not too hard, since it points you right to it.
Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin?
Yeah, I found this medallion by the broken window.
We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in?
That High King seems pretty pissed off to me.
Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs.
For a half-giant, she runs pretty fast.
We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
He didn't put up much
Your
of a
Highness,
fight.
please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easily duped, outsider.
Your Highness, it's not Yoren you need to be concerned with. It's the Icereach Coven.
Reach witches? They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you.
Have you heard about the harrowstorm that struck Kilcreath? It turned your people into harrow fiends.
Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. I know my enemies.
Really? Queen Gerhild asked us to bring you proof. That might be why the Coven killed her.
You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips? Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder. That would not go so well for you.
La-di-da.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
God. He's so pig-headed. I hate pig-headed men. Annoying! Alright, let's get out of here.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother?
We were gathering evidence to convince the High King of the threat to your kingdom.
Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her?
The Icereach Coven has come to Western Skyrim. It looks like they killed the Queen.
And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds?
The High King won't listen to us. He thinks this is all some plot of the Skald King.
My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find whoever did this and stop them.
Okay, we'll do what we can, Your Highness.
I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something.
Did you get a good look at the assassin?
He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but shadows.
Could you talk to the High King about this threat? He might listen to you.
My father? Listen to me? When horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone.
Listen, I heard what your mother told you. She didn't believe that, and neither should you.
I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that.
Are you gonna be alright?
No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to watch over my father. The kingdom. I can't let her down.
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
Okay, so we need to find a witness who saw the assassin. Okay.
My wife. She is like ice. So cold. So pale. All the warmth sucked out of her.
What happened to your wife?
There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside, pale as snow.
Where did this man go?
He was fast, so fast. Ran to the Hall of the Dead. He never even looked back at what he had done.
Okay, I believe we go around this corner. Yep.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? Cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon.
Can you tell me what happened here?
It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arce's grace, and the vampire fled before his sacred presence.
Which way did he flee?
Toward the main gate. I pray the guard finished off the depraved creature before it took another innocent life.
Thanks, dude. Enough of the running. Let's get on the trusty steed.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong?
The priest said a vampire came this way. Is that what happened here?
A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Cenolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of your business?
First of all, the vampire assassinated Queen Gerhild. Secondly, Princess Ivana asked me to track him down.
The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away.
Your head is probably the least of your worries once the High King hears about this.
You think... Would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject! No more talk. I need to get Cenolia off the street.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start. Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about the assassin. Did anyone get a good look at the murderer?
Apparently the assassin killed more people as he fled out of the city gate. A priest identified him as a vampire.
That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else to report?
Other than the assassin was a vampire who wore an eye patch and escaped? No.
Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again?
Fennorian? He said he was going to see a clever woman near Morthal.
Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Svanna. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered. We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us. And I'm calling him Fen. It's simpler.
You got it. Fen it is. I'll find him and I'll see if he can help us track down Queen Gerhild's assassin. I guess I'm going to Morthal. Okay. Morthal. What I'm gonna do is get down here to the intersection and pull open my map. So there he is right there. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Okay. We have quite a long trek. Okay, so pretty cool looking bridge. Okay. No, every time I ride around these places, I always see these lit up lanterns and I always wonder who keeps them up. Like, who goes around putting wood in them so the fires keep going? Let me see. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Huh, okay. So over here, let's ignore this guy. Go around this way. These are the harrowstorm people. Harrowstorms take place over here. But no harrowstorm. There's like one like way over there. See the red? That's a harrowstorm.
Welcome to the middle of nowhere, my friend. You must be freezing. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me how your audience with the High King went.
Not that well. The Ice Reach Coven assassinated Queen Gerhild. Now Svargrim distrusts us even more.
A bold move, even for them. Old Njolin and I have been comparing notes, and we've made some progress studying the Harrowstorm ritual. What happened to your large friend with the axe, by the way?
Lyris? Lyris stayed behind to safeguard Princess Vanna. I need your help. The assassin is a vampire.
We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Njolin and I can say with certainty that the feral harrow fiends are byproducts of harrowstorms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven?
I know it was a vampire. He wore an eye patch and dropped his medallion when he fled.
An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankarai. If it belongs to a vampire bloodline, I'm not familiar with it. I suggest you ask Njolin.
Okay, I'll do that.
Local wisdom dictates that only the very brave or the very foolish seek the counsel of vampires and old crones. Which are you, I wonder? Well, out with it. What can old Njolin do for you?
What can you tell me about this medallion?
A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this medallion, but I need some specific items to cast such a divination.
And what exactly do you need?
Bring me the bones of a wolf and a death bell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. With those reagents, I can conjure a divination that will lead you directly to the last person to wear this medallion.
Okay, you got it. I'll gather the reagents and return soon.
Death bell grows throughout the bog. You should have no trouble acquiring it. Wolves are plentiful in the wilderness around Morthal as well, but be cautious. Many seem afflicted by a strange curse. I would hate for you to run afoul of it.
Curse? What kind of curse?
An icy rime clings to the wolves, sapping the heat and life from their bodies until only a frigid, shambling corpse remains. You are safe from them here, but be mindful out in the wild.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, ma'am. Alright, so let's get the death bell first, since it's the closest. And of course there's bears, but somebody looks like it's fighting the bears, so let's go help them. Okay, death bell. Easy peasy. Looks like he's doing the same thing, because he was getting the death bell too. Let's go. Oops. Up and around. We don't want to fall in there. Wolf. Wolfie! Is that what I want? No, it's direwolf. Oh, there they are. Bony things over there. Okay. Not too difficult. Let's go back to old Mjolin. One thing I like about the bogs is you don't... Sometimes if the water's too deep, it makes you jump off the horse and swim. At least here it doesn't do that.
Welcome back. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me about the reagents I requested.
I got them right here. Here are the wolf bones and the death bell you asked for.
Good, good. Divinations can be fickle. The longer we delay, the colder the trail grows. Let's see if we can catch the scent of your prey.
Alrighty.
Mother Wolf, hear me. We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us to our elusive quarry. Mother Wolf smiles upon you. She has seen fit to join your pack and aid you in your hunt.
How will that help me find the vampire assassin?
Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe deeply. It will guide you along his trail.
It will take me directly to him?
Mother Wolf will guide you along the way, but you must still complete the hunt and find him. If the assassin eludes you, use the medallion to recover his trail. The wolf is relentless in her pursuit. The question is, will you be like the wolf?
Not to worry. I'll find the Queen's assassin.
And look! The magic points to the west. What an interesting use of primitive magic. That was clearly your vampire assassin. He even wore an eye patch. It looked like he was at a small camp. And you saw that ball of Magicka? It went to the west. That must be where you'll find the camp.
To be honest with you, I saw nothing. But since you saw it and told me where to go, thank you. So the enchanted medallion showed a vision and provided a direction when I used it.
Didn't I tell you? The clever woman's magic can be quite exciting. Not my usual process of investigation, but effective just the same. I'll leave old Mjolin to continue our research and follow after you. I want to see how the divination plays out.
I think this is a good place to end this episode. We'll continue our adventure in Western Skyrim in the next one. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my video, and of course, if you enjoyed it, smash that thumbs up for me, and feel free to leave a comment. Be safe, be well, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!